Morning. Oh, perfect. All right. All right. All right. Oh, can you guys see me? All right. All right. Let's do this. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's do this. On your mark, get set, go. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back on Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to the next case. We're headed over to Maple Heights. Ace, I'm still reeling from everything that happened with the cult. To think that it was all a front to get money for that crooked tech company, Dreamlife. Dreamlife CEO Rosetta Pierre claims plausible deniability, but she must have known the plan was to have the cult members kill themselves after giving them all their money. At least we stopped that from happening, and Rosetta's ally from the cult is in jail. What I'd really like to know is what Grayson meant when he said that the Dreamlife satellite that fell in the forest wasn't a satellite at all. Yeah, I'd like to know that too, but I'm afraid something more urgent's come up. The mayor's ordered us to go to Maple Heights. Public safety's at risk. Interesting. Hey Chief, why are we in Maple Heights? Is it about the flood? I know the whole area has gone underwater since the earthquake. Heard it's changed the shape of the land quite drastically. Well, yeah, the flood is quite impressive. And it's part of the reason we're here, because some aquatic creature has appeared in the floodwaters. It's not yet clear if the fish is dangerous, but the mayor doesn't want to take any risks with the residents' lives. Apparently, they've demanded police protection. Wait, protection? From fish? Chief, with all due respect, the only fish I ever dealt with was my guppy when I was 5, and we're not animal control here. No, but it's our job to ensure public safety. Besides, you know how demanding the wealthy residents of Maple Heights can get. Speaking of wealthy residents, remember Lola Valles, Ace, the singer superstar you met last time you were in Grimsboro? She called and she said there was a body floating in her garden. Well, in that case, that takes first priority. Take Jones and investigate Lola's garden at once. Nice. I have not seen Lola in forever. Shoot, I thought Lola... I thought she was in one of the later ones, like Pacific Bay. Alright, so where's that wallet? Rose bush. That's not a rose bush? There's a rose bush. Glove. Satellite dish. And the wallet. Where's the wallet? I can't believe I didn't hit the rose bush. Ace, I can't believe how muddy this place is. It's completely flooded, and there is a man's body floating in the water. And look, he's been tied up with a rope. This is no drowning victim. He was murdered. Yes, I told you, Secret Agent Ace. I had to call you. I remembered you from before, and only you can help. That's a clue right there, for sure. The bites. I have no clue who this guy is or why he ended up here. You need to take him away. We'll get right on that, Miss Velez. We'll also need to talk to you in a moment. Lola was no help in telling us who our victim is, Ace, but this wallet clearly has his ID in it. Apparently our victim's name is Jordan Coprolite. I agree, we better search his wallet for additional clues. The victim seemed to be clutching his glove, which can't be his. He's wearing a different glove. So the glove must be the killer's. The victim delivered us a clue to their own murder. Let's take a sample of that stuff inside. We gotta try and keep our head above water in this case, Ace. Oh, that's right. They've added new levels. Alright guys, I'm gonna go grab some stars. See you guys right back. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, let's grab some stars. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. The thing that sucks is I wish it was the levels was retroactive, because I've been level 600 for a long time. Sunglasses are where? Oh, they're there. Yeah, I could probably be getting up there to 850, but they would have had to have had those ranks back when, you know, a year ago when I hit this milestone. Hold on a second. Sorry guys, I heard some walking out there, and Mrs. is, I think, in Junior's room. I'm just concerned because this usually never happens, so I'm wondering why. Hopefully she lets me know via text. Good morning, Nicola. Turn the volume down even more. Oh, is it not up on YouTube? Alright, I'll see if I can get it up there. It's because Kian's been doing his own streaming and stuff, I'm sure. Alright, let me see if I can get that going. No, YouTube. I'm up on YouTube. Yeah, no, I'm live on YouTube. I wonder if the little dude just walked into our room. Okay, Dragonfly, Heart. Oh, the Clouds art. Oh, did I forget to choose the title? Yeah, I might have. I'll update the title. What case number is it? 25, Muddying the Waters. Let me go to YouTube and I can update that as well. That's weird. YouTube's saying that it's buffering a little bit more. I don't know how to fix that. Ooh, Sicily for a week. Nice. So we just found a dead guy in the water. Looks like a photographer at Lola Valeza's house. at the end of this month, I'll be. Oh, there's a warthog. Cool. At the end of this month, I'll be going back east. I am not sharp today. I am not that sharp today. I've seen a watermelon before, so why am I not seeing it now? Oh. I'm going to New York, family reunion. They're all on the missus' side, but her whole family is all up and down the East Coast from Maryland up to New York. And I don't think we're going in the city. We're going to stay more up north. Oh, wow. Yeah, the north is just, it's the Catskill Mountains, so it's just, it's a little bit more serene. And Pete Shooter, eventually you'll get out and travel, I'm sure. I haven't been outside the U.S., so I haven't gone outside my country. Yep. Yeah, no, I usually wear a more colorful shirt. Today's just a black shirt. I really want to go to Turkey because my family went and they said it was awesome. So I figured that'd be a lot of fun. Forest on nature is desert. That's true. That's true. You know, the U.S. does have a very multitude of different things that can be done and stuff. So that's definitely true. Pizza for breakfast, not bad, not too shabby. It's gonna be super healthy for you. What's a mandala? You guys let me know what a mandala is. Oh, is that the mandala? No, it's not a mandala. Tie, sword. Oh. What is a mandala, guys? Drum, scarf, flute, watermelon, air vent. Great. way to man's portrait. That looks like Gandhi. Crescent moon. So it might be that thing up there. That might be what it is if it's a symbol. It's a spiritual symbol. My guess is it's up there. I'm just gonna guess. Yep, that's it, right up there. Turtle. Oh, that's a sitar, that's right. Umbrella. Chessboard. Drum. Bell peppers. Harp. There's the vase. Indian flag. That was loud. Yeah, I am gonna take a look at my mouse. My mouse is not functioning very well. It's like jumping all over the place. Oh, there's the ice cream. Gotcha. Much better now, I believe. Yep, fast metabolism for sure. If you can eat that much pizzas. What did I think it was? Great. Failing on this right now. Pineapple on pizza is not that bad. Not that bad. If you pair it with like ham or something and you make it it's not bad. It's not bad. It doesn't sound great, but it's actually not a bad combination. Wow. That was good. That was my best. How does Gordon Ramsay say pineapple on pizza is not a good idea? Alright, you're going to be headed on to finish off chapter 1. Very soon. so let's finish this off. Mark, cassette. Alright, folks, between 88, we're back. Let's go talk to Lola Velez. Oh, Secret Agent Ace, did you remove the body? Do you know why it ended up in my garden? Well, the investigation has just begun, Miss Velez, so why don't you tell us how you found the body? Well, I had to evacuate because of this dreadful flood, but today I came back to get an outfit for an interview about my new album, and that body was just floating in my garden. It's bad enough that everything is a mess because of this disgusting flood, but my once beautiful, gorgeous garden is now ruined. My clothes have to be practical instead of fashionable. And now a body? How am I supposed to deal with all these horrors? You say you don't recognize the victim, but maybe you know his name, Jordan Coprolite? I have no idea who he is, Secret Agent Ace, but I find it very inconsiderate of him to have washed up here. Alright. If anything else is important washes up, please call us. Well, he definitely looks like he's a photographer. So a celebrity photographer could be what he is, and she would definitely know him at that point. Looks like your victim's wallet still has tons of stuff in it despite its aquatic journey, including that loyalty club card for a restaurant. The elephant in the room. Wait, I've heard about it. It's supposed to be an upscale Indian restaurant. You're right, Ace. The victim was a loyal restaurant customer. We should check it out for clues. Or maybe some samosas. Are samosas, are those cookies? That's true. Suspects would usually lie to me all the time. Ace, is picked up from the killer's glove will provide a lead. Let's send it to Rupert. Or reserved is obviously a clue. This is a clue. Everything looks so pretty. And what's that delicious smell? I should bring Zoe here on one of our dates. And yeah, you're right, Ace. Let's concentrate on our investigation. What did you find? This table placard has our victim's name on it, but there seems to be another name. Let's uncover it. And what's this broken frame? Fixing it might provide a lead. Let's get started, Ace. When people's first instincts are just to hide whatever. Eating contest, what the heck? I would not have guessed that. Ace, that's our victim. Seems like he won this year's curry eating competition organized by the chef. Maybe Anuj Ghosh will have more to tell us about our victim. Let's go talk to him. He doesn't have any bite marks on him, so my guess is he's not the murderer. Wife. The reservation placard was saving a table for our victim and his wife, one Aubrey Coprolite. Here we go again. It's time to contact Miss Coprolite and tell her the bad news. Welcome to my restaurant, Secret Agent Ace. We're one of the few open during the flood. Lucky for you, because our food is delicious. Well, sadly, we're not here to eat. We just want to ask a question about one of your customers, Jordan Coprolite. He was this year's curry competition winner, and he does have bites on him. Ah, yes, Mr. Coprolite, a regular. He loves my pork vindaloo. He actually booked a table, but never turned up. Yeah, I'm afraid that's easily explained. He's been murdered. A what? How am I supposed to keep a business going with floods and murders going on? I don't know, man. Aubrey Copeland, Grimsby PD, I'm afraid we have some bad news about your husband. Oh dear, is it drugs? Wait, no. Drugs? Oh, Jordan struggles with them. I thought if he hadn't come home, it'd either be because of another photo shoot, because he's a great photographer, you know, or a drug relapse. Well, no, we're afraid he's been murdered. Wait, murdered? Oh, my poor Jordan. Just as he was getting over drugs, too. We were going to adopt a child and start a family. We were going to be so happy. We'll let you grieve in peace, Miss Coprolite. I'm sorry for your loss. Ace, I must say, I thoroughly disapprove of floods. If I wanted dampness and mold, I would have stayed in London. Well, at least our precinct is dry, Rupert. Why don't you tell Ace what you found from that sample? It came from the killer's glove. Ah, yes, analyzing the hair proved to be quite the diversion, because it's horsehair. Further examination showed traces of hair tape, the kind used to tie the horse's tail during a polo match. Your killer must participate in the sport, given that they left horsehair behind. Well, our killer may enjoy playing polo, but they'll stop horsing around once you've put them behind bars. Well, Ace, interestingly enough, for your victim found in the flood, drowning wasn't the cause of death. The victim was hit in the abdomen, probably with some kind of baseball bat. The blow bursted his internal organs, causing him to die within minutes. Holy crap, that's a pretty aggressive hit. And I'm guessing then the killer tied the victim's feet to the stone and threw him in the water, hoping to conceal the crime. Exactamente. The body was carried away by the floods, only to wash up where you found it. According to the hemorrhages and the skin's water damage, I can tell you he's been dead for 24 hours. I tried to find out more, but 24 hours in the water is a long time. It's impossible to retrieve any forensic information on your killer. But I did have a closer look at the way your victim was tied to that stone, Ace. And to have the rope securely fastened in this way, your killer has to be a knot expert. Are they? Well, they'll be tying themselves in the knots when they realize Ace is on their trail. But don't shh. Well, and to be fair, I mean, you could just YouTube or Google how to tie a knot and figure it out. Ace, we're getting ourselves into deep water with this investigation. Photographer was killed. Jordan was killed by a blow to the stomach, then tied to a stone and thrown into the flood. The body ended up in superstar Lola Velez's garden, but she didn't even know our victim. His wife told us he was a recovering drug addict. She'd feared a relapse when Jordan didn't come home. She seemed genuinely grieved by the death of her husband. Such a tragic story. We need to find Jordan's killer, but how are we supposed to find anything useful about his murder? The floods is most likely to wash away all the evidence. Hayes, do I have news for you? What is it, Kathy? I know your victim was killed. That's going to be helpful. I will see you guys in Chapter 2. It's been Pitching Idiot. Over and out. Alright, time to grab some stars. You say exactamon. Yeah, I know. I think I said it wrong. I think I was being Spanish or something. I sure hope nobody becomes a victim. I sure hope Jones is protected. I would imagine they're probably going to make another season after this. I don't think Alex could become a killer. Yeah, but the pretty simple. This is like their main game that they do. So I wouldn't feel like they're rushing it. I have not caught the killer yet, Selah. We're finishing up the stars for chapter 2. That's fine, Selah. we're just giving you an update. They're usually a few cases ahead. But you're right, it could be that they're just trying to get it wrapped up so that they can do other stuff. I think it'd be really nice if they actually they released the mobile app at the same time that they released this. So it may be that they're looking to get the mobile app up and going for Grimsbro. For Conspiracy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I play basketball I cuss a lot. I used to talk a lot. Oh, I hate 7. Yeah, Criminal Case is a lot of fun, you know, and the other games in its genre. Bench. I'm missing quite a bit. What am I missing? Ah. Started, yep. 2012. It's a good question. If it wasn't a satellite, what was it? Alright, man, we are about ready to go on to chapter 2. Just one more scene. Yeah, I was young. I was 23 when it first came out. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to start in chapter 2. It's 23. On your mark, get set, go. Alright folks, but Genius Idiot, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook, Muddying the Waters. Where we have Kathy letting us know where she knows where the victim was killed. After dealing with Martine about the body, I updated my geotracking software parameters. I was able to calculate what are called drift equations. According to your victim's weight, weather, and time of murder, and the place where Ace found the body, I deduced the victim was killed at the West Bridge, or whatever's left of it. Right, the bridge. I heard it split in two after the earthquake. It's not the safest of places right now, but if that's where our victim was murdered, that's where we'll need to go. Lead the way, Ace. Man, I 100% wish I did face cam with the original case, especially with Chief King, man. I was crying. I was so sad. I remember that. I still remember that to this day. Alright, so what have we got here? Water tower, obviously. T-shirt. Stop sign. Construction sign. First aid kit. And I'm looking for rope, which is probably what they tied him with, but I don't see it anywhere. Let's just do this. There it is. Right as I clicked it, I saw it. Ace, if you've seen those waterfalls, no wonder this district is flooded. The earthquake literally made it fall down below water level. Sorry, I'll try and focus. I see you found a rope and it's got blood on it. You're right, the rope is identical to the one the killer used to tie our victim's legs to stone. So Kathy was right. Jordan was killed here. We must collect a sample of that gunk from the killer's rope. And this is a disaster kit from flood control. If someone was patrolling here, they might have seen something. No name, but there's a signature, Ace. Let's search our database for the owner. Sample from the killer's rope to the lab to find out what it is. Amy. Oh no, Danny Gibbs signatures. Why is he familiar? That's right, he's a relief worker we met while investigating his brother's murder right after the earthquake. Wonder if he saw something on his patrol of the West Bridge. Let's go find Danny, Ace. That's right. Secret Agent Ace, nice to see you again. I shake your hand, but I'm dirty. Yes, the flood made a mess of everything. Speaking of which, do you know of a Jordan Coprolite? Coprolite rings a bell, but I can't find him in the missing persons log. How long has he been missing for? Well, actually, he's just been murdered, thrown into the floodwaters from the bridge where we found your kid. Did you see anything peculiar? Oh, I'm sorry, Secret Agent Ace, I didn't notice anything, but of course, I can't keep an eye on everywhere at once. Our rescue and relief team has had no rest. After flowing lava, we had to deal with the flowing water. It's exhausting. My only comfort is when we play polo on the dry fields. Well, Mr. Gibbs, if you remember anything, let us know. Hey, Rupert, I still say you should try and make maple cinnamon peanut butter banana toast. Wow, do you hear yourself? Does that even really sound good to you? Actually, Amir, could I try it? Sorry, Ace, I know we're here to get the results of the sample from the killer's rope. Did you guys find anything? Yes, and that's why we started talking about sweet treats. This substance owes its color to cinnamon. It also contains yeast, sugar, and butter. In other words, the sample was leftovers from a cinnamon roll. Seems your killer enjoyed a couple before murdering the victim. Yeah, so our killer has a sweet tooth. Well, unfortunately for them, they'll have to leave their pastry behind when they're sent to prison. Alright, Ace, we're getting somewhere. What do you say about returning to where we found the body? Smartphone, obviously a clue. Pineapple, mermaid. Is that a mermaid? No, that's a mermaid. Pile of debris. Crab. And wine. There it is. Well, that's the victim's phone. It's got his face on it, but it's covered in mud. Think you'll manage to unlock it, Ace? And if you think a clue might have gotten stuck in that bunch of debris, alright, well, let's have a look through it. Alright, Pea Shooter, thanks for stopping by. Ah, come on. Oh, he did know the Lola. Interesting. Looks like there's a torn photo floating in that junk. Getting stuck in there is probably the reason why it's not too soaked. I guess we'll better piece it back together. Could already tell what it was. Wait, so the victim's phone has been very damaged by the water. Hopefully Kathy will still manage to salvage something from it. Whoa, holy crap, that looks creepy AF. Oh wow. Ace, that picture is quite something. It seems to be showing some sort of ugly lizard creature woman. Wait, that lizard woman in question looks like some twisted version of Lola Velez. Those are our victim's initials in the corner, so this is his creation. Lola Velez said she didn't know Jordan, but he disliked her enough to do this. Let's see what she has to say about that. She looks guilty. It's a great day, you're back. I would offer you a cinnamon roll, but I'm afraid I ate them all. The flood and the murder led me to stress eat. I know what that feels like, but we're here to talk about this artwork the victim did of you. Artwork? Secret Agent Ace, this is not art, this is a farce, and I'm the suspect. I'm the victim, so you're familiar with the photo, but you told us you didn't even know the victim. Well, I lied. That shame of a photographer made fun of me, and I hated him. I hired Jordan to touch up some pictures of me, nothing major. I just wanted to look fresh for my new album cover. But he turned me into a lizard lady, said I looked sexier with scales and slime. And when I demanded my original prints back, he refused to return them. He was a ridiculous man-child who took pleasure in mocking others. I'm not sorry he's dead. Harsh words, Lola. I hope your temper didn't get the best of you and lead you to do something you regret. It could have. Hey, is that water damaged phone you sent me reminded me of the time baby Sammy threw my phone down the toilet. If you look at the bright side, at least now I know how to get data out of a waterlogged device. Does that mean you managed to salvage our victim's phone? Well, 24 hours in the water is a lot, but I managed to retrieve his latest voicemail. Well, Ace knew you wouldn't let us down, Kathy. What was the voicemail? The message was from the victim's wife. She sounded very angry. Told him not to bother coming home after the stunt he'd pull. Looks like Aubrey was hiding something from us. Let's go talk to her. Miss Coprolite, we know you left your husband an angry voicemail shortly before his death. Why did you tell Jordan not to come home? Oh, Secret Agent Ace, how did you find out? Fine, if you must know, Jordan and I were having trouble with the adoption. He said he wanted kids, but his actions proved the contrary. After months of paperwork and calls, we were finally promised a child. All that was left to pass was the home inspection, which was yesterday. And I spent the night preparing everything. I got my polo trophies out from the storage. I tied the curtain cords from the most elaborate knots. I even ordered cinnamon rolls from Anju Ghosh's restaurant. I usually keep those for myself, but I wanted to make the best impression possible. Everything was perfect. But Jordan chose that time to get drugged to the eyeballs again. He acted as though we were adopting the agent. Oh, that can't have been good. I was mortified, and so was the agent. I knew it had been a disaster, but I didn't expect a call informing us we had been blacklisted by every agency in the country. Blacklisted. I'll never be able to have the family I always wanted, and it's all Jordan's fault. What's worse is, he didn't even care. He just went to go hang out with his pal Nathaniel Earl, like it was just the other day. I'm sorry your husband disappointed you in this way, Miss Coprolite, but if you want to decide to take revenge on him, you'll be receiving a call from the law. I don't think she has bug bites on her, so I don't think it's the wife. Wow, Ace doesn't seem like her victim was easy to live with. Who is this Nathaniel Earl Aubrey mentioned? If they hung out shortly before the victim was murdered, we must talk to him. Yeah, see, she doesn't have any bug bites. So I don't think it's either of these two guys. Nathaniel Earl? Oh man, it's the cops. Well, why are you here? I was about to go meet my buddy, man. Why are you here? Your buddy Jordan Coprolite? I've got some bad news. He's been murdered. What? Oh man, but I just saw him yesterday. Oh man, this news is tying my stomach like a constrictor knot, man. Well, did you notice anything weird when you last saw Jordan? Oh no, man, I'm no cop. We just hung out like usual, man. And he said, see you tomorrow. So I was like, see you tomorrow, you know? After that, I just went home, man. Got myself some cinnamon buns and fell asleep. Well, we see. Well, if you do remember anything, call us. The guy is still tripping. I'm not sure what to make of this case, Ace. Seems like our drug-addicted victim had a talent for provoking anger. Lola went from pretending she didn't know him to admitting she's glad he's dead. His wife Aubrey was furious at Jordan for ruining her chances of adopting a child. She said that instead of being responsible, he ran out to hang with his buddy Nathaniel, which... Oh wait, Ace, I think the plank I'm standing on isn't very stable. Whoops. Jones? It's not the wife because she doesn't have bug bites. But anyways, guys, we'll go on to chapter 3. I'll see you guys there. This has been Pitching ECD. Over and out. Where's the kite? There it is. Whoops. Looks like I had to restart real quick. Should be back up though. Looks like we were only down for 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds max. Yeah, I would think at some point we'd figure out how she disappeared, for sure. I'll upload chapter 1 probably in like an hour or two. I gotta stop streaming. No, yeah, Jones is just being a goofy guy. Yeah, sorry. 4th of July last night, so I didn't get much sleep. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dog, there it is. Fish, there it is. Yeah. I mean, if you're not from the States, I can understand, you know. I clicked on the stop sign. How the heck did I not? Oh, 4th of July, at least for the United States, was because it's when they signed the Declaration of Independence from England. I don't know. We didn't launch fireworks. More of neighbors. Everyone was doing fireworks. It was very, very loud. Gosh darn it, man. My mouse is just screwing up big time, I think. Maybe it's me, but it's not clicking right. Maybe I need to set up a little more. I mean, in the U.S., we also have President's Day, which I think it's observed by schools, but like not many other places. We have like Memorial Day, which celebrates the people that have died in like wars and stuff. Book, ceiling fan, pool mattress. The heck's a pool oh, this. Yep, doesn't surprise me, Shield. Everyone likes being American. Alright, see you later. I can't find anything. Umbrella, sunglasses. Okay, cotton candy. Umbrella. think it's similar to the U.S. floor, just different dates. Drink coffee? Nah. Because in 20 minutes, I'm going back to sleep. I'm going back to sleep for a couple hours before I have to go to work. I just gotta keep myself up for the next 20 minutes. Mrs. still didn't tell me. She must have fallen asleep after. Instead of checking her phone before she fell asleep. Just curious what happened to the little one and why he was up. Gramophone. Where the French toast is a gramophone? There it is back there. Alright, man, we are almost. I think we got probably 4 or 5 more of these, and then we can finish off chapter 3. Oh, Sinterklaas, cool. I didn't know that Santa Claus came from Dutch. That's interesting. Learn something new every day. I mean, I was pretty sure it wasn't something that America basically thought of. I figured it came from somebody. Yeah, man, how is Brexit even doing? Does that actually happen? I heard a lot about it when it was going on, but now I haven't heard anything. But I'm also not in England. Oh, so Brexit hasn't happened yet, so that was just all talk? Interesting. Cool. Learn something new every day. Alright guys, let's head on to chapter 3, finish this off, figure out who is the killer. Let's do this. Mark gets it. Go. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. My criminal case on Facebook, heading on to chapter 3, where Jones fell in the water. Please sure give me a hand climbing out of that water, Ace. Oh, look at me, these floodwaters are gross. I can't continue an investigation like this, Ace. I'll go clean myself up, and then I can meet you at the restaurant to search for more clues. Whoa, this guy was on drugs. Oh, the kissing frogs. Was this the one where the frog was like a drug or something? Was that in this? Mustard, other satchel, security can, bow tie. Here I am, Ace, all clean and frog free. What did I miss? Oh, you're right, that's our victim's face on the magazine cover, but someone's vandalized it. Maybe collecting those particles on it will help us know who did this. That's our victim's bag. There's his name on it. Let's go dig through it. There's no time to waste. Welcome, Monty. Thanks for hopping on. Alright, why is he showing his non-existent stomach? Oh. AC's bags and the victim's satchel are drugs. I've been on the force long enough to recognize cocaine when I see it. Well, we know the victim did drugs, and this here is evidently a message from his dealer. JC, these are on the house. Best send them to the lab. Gabriel can analyze the writing and tell us who gave them to the victim. Do we really need to do that? I mean, we pretty much know who his dealer is. It's his best friend. Who else is he gonna get stuff from? Let's take a closer look at these particles from the victim's defaced picture, Ace. Sparkles of the magazine were construction sand. That type of sand is specifically used in the flood relief efforts. You're right, Ace. Danny did tell us his hands were covered in sand from installing sandbags around Maple Heights. So he's the one who vandalized our victim's face? Why would Danny do something like that? Let's go ask him. Mr. Gibbs, you said you didn't know Jordan Corporalite, but we know you vandalized his face on this magazine cover. Oh, I thought the restaurant would throw the magazine out. I'm sorry I lied, Secret Agent Ace. I just have so much to do, and I don't have time to get involved in this investigation, especially now that the Time Waster is dead. Time Waster? What do you mean? Corporalite was a mess, Secret Agent Ace. He called me 100 times a day. He said his house was flooded, but there was never any damage. One time I rushed over and it was turned out he was so high he didn't realize he was in the bathtub. And then you wouldn't let me leave. Oh, talk about getting tied up in a fake emergency. I have better things to do, real emergencies to handle. People's lives are at stake, and he just focused on himself. But now that he's gone, I can finally get things done. I can give master classes about fall protection and rescue knots, and how to construct water barriers. We understand your frustration with Jordan, Mr. Gibbs, but you better not have sacrificed one life in order to save others. He didn't. Doesn't have the bug bites. Doesn't have the bug bites. Oh, I was just thinking it. I should never have thought about it. I was like, oh, we haven't done the codex yet. Wrong. Well, not looking at camera race. Let's first play and have a look at the footage. Well, the only reason I even come here is because my wife loves this place. I don't need people like you in my restaurant. Make sure the door doesn't kick you on your way out. You'll pay for this, gauche. Wow, Ace, that seemed like a pretty big fight between the chef and our victim. Why didn't you mention it when we first talked? Let's go talk to Anuj. What's up, Anuj? Ah, Secret Agent Ace. I was about to close the restaurant and go to my polo match, but I can return to the kitchen and make you my favorite recipe if you'd like. Actually, Mr. Ghost, we got bigger things on our plate. We know you and Jordan had a strong disagreement. What was it about? A disagreement? That imbecile came to me saying he'd been sick after eating my restaurant. He was an idiot, claimed my food was a perfect alternative to laxatives. My food is authentic. If your stomach is too much of a fragile sissy, there's the door. We seem to be pretty unforgiving. As unforgiving as the sea. My father taught me how to sail. Every knot had its purpose. I'm the same way with my cooking. Every spice has its place. And that piece of garbage had the audacity to tell me that it made him sick. Well, I hope you didn't think Jordan deserved to die after insulting your food. I sure hope not. That seems like a really stupid way to kill someone. I miss you too, Carmia. The days seem unbearably long when you're not by my side. Oh, Bella, my colleagues are here. I have to go. Well, did we come at a bad time? Who's on the phone? A love interest we don't know about? Well, that's not important to your investigation. Shall we focus on the drugs you sent me? Right. They had a message from the victim's dealer. Did you manage to find out who it is? Well, see how the writing is slanted? It means the author is a free spirit who likes to socialize with others. And the high pressures of strokes means the dealer was a good friend of your victims. Yeah, Ace is right. We have a suspect that fits that description, Nathaniel Earl. So he was our victim's drug dealer. Well, we've got to bring him in. That was so easy. We didn't need to wait. Could have told you that. Mr. Roll, the game's up. We know you were Jordan's drug dealer. Man, what are you talking about? I saw nothing to nobody. Please, we found the note you left Jordan. You must have been pretty close if you were willing to give him free drugs. Oh man, you found me out, man. Not cool. I'm just making friends in my own personal way. Selling drugs to Jordy is how we became buds, man. Besides, it makes life more enjoyable, you know, man. Like, have you ever tried playing polo sober, man? I can tell you how much more fun when half of your team is off their face. Why are we not surprised that you're not taking this conversation seriously, Nathaniel Earl? We're taking you in for drug dealing. Oh man, no. Who's gonna bail me out now that Jordy's gone, man? Nobody. Nobody. Well, it seems that literally the only person mourning our victim's passing is his drug dealer. Says a lot about the person. All the other suspects seem to be saying good riddance. Among them is Danny Gibbs, whose time Jordan wasted with fake emergency calls. And he insulted the chef. But who would want to kill him? Good idea. He's going to return to where he was murdered. Let's go back to the bridge. Yeah, her either name is Bella or that is what he calls her, because Bella is I think the name for pretty in Italian or something. Nice. And one more star, we can finish off the additional investigation. Well, this necklace looks familiar, Ace. You're right, it's the same one the victim is wearing in the restaurant. So it belongs to our victim. The killer must have torn it off during the murder. Let's gather a sample of that goo. Yeah, I agree. We should open that locked box. Let's get to the bottom of this investigation, Ace. Heck yeah, let's do it. Maybe the bug bites are just a red herring? I don't think so. They gotta be. Good job, Ace. You managed to collect the sample of the code left on the victim's necklace. Let's send it to the lab. There's a bloody bat in that box. You're right. Martine did say the killer used something like a bat to hit her victim with. Send this back to the lab and see if it's our murder weapon. Yikes. Ace, did you know that the only female mosquitoes bite, so it is a bug bite? No, we're guessing it's related to the goo sample the killer left on our victim's necklace. Well, yes, it is. The sample was anti-itching cream, specifically for mosquito bites. Which isn't surprising. With all this water, mosquitoes are everywhere. But to be using so much, your killer bites must be pretty bad. So our killer has visible mosquito bites. Ace, they'll be scratching their heads wondering how you ever managed to catch them. Nice. So now the question is going to be is how long do y'all think that this person's going to get? I'll have to see what the verdict is, but I'm gonna guess 15 years. Hey, this bat you sent me is what was used to hit your victim. The blood on it was his. So the bat is a murder weapon. Yeah, but that's not all I found. After close inspection, I found traces of sweat and recovered some DNA from the handle. Thanks to the partial DNA, I can tell you that your killer has black hair. Well, that's a black mark against your killer, Ace. We're close to catching them. Oh my gosh, is it the chef? Alright, it's time for a killer to swim to prison. Let's go to arrest them. Yeah, I definitely think it's the chef for sure. But why? That's interesting. A new gosh, you're under arrest for the murder of Jordan Copeland. What are you talking about? He stole my food, but I never killed a man. Yeah, we found traces of your restaurant cinnamon rolls on the rope used to tie Jordan to a stone. Please, everybody eats my pastries. They're a great comfort to people in the area. Or have you not forgotten that we're coping with a flood? Oh yeah, the flood. You had to be sure the body would remain attached to the stone. Your knowledge of knots came in useful. Body? I don't know anything about dead bodies. I'm just a cook. Well, that explains why you were unable to successfully hide the evidence. We found the necklace you tore off the victim's neck. It had the cream you used on your mosquito bites. Confess, Mr. Gosh, we found your sweat on the murder weapon. We have DNA proof that you did it. Fine, I did kill him, but it's his own fault, Secret Agent Ace. You already know that I had a fight about my food. Jordan said it had the same effects as laxatives, but he didn't stop there. The next day I found him in my kitchen, putting actual laxatives in my tikka masala. Wait, what? Jordan was trying to make everyone sick from your food? Yes, he was going to sabotage my restaurant. All my customers would think my food was dangerous. I saw red, Secret Agent Ace. I grabbed my bat and chased him out of my restaurant. We ended up at the nearby bridge, and I swung my bat at him. Next thing I know, he doubled over, coughing up blood, and then he died. I swear I never meant to kill Secret Agent Ace, just shake him up. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I turned to a stone and threw it in the flood, hoping that it would just wash away my sins. I'm afraid your sins can't be washed away so easily, and Goosh, you're under arrest. Yeah, my guess is 15 years. That's going to be my guess. Mr. Goosh, you stand accused of the murder of Jordan Copeland. How do you plead? Your Honor, I'm guilty and I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. The sight of him spoiling my exquisite food sent me into a rage. Please don't be too harsh with me. Well, I'll let you be the judge of taste in your own kitchen, Mr. Goosh, but you are in my court now. Oh, shoot, 8 years. I sent you to 8 years in prison. Well, I never meant for any of this to happen. Dang. Way less than what I thought. Well, Ace, it seems our victim died as he lived, making trouble for people. To think he wanted to sabotage a restaurant's food just to prove some twisted plot point. But Mr. Gosh still has a temper. I'm glad I don't work for a boss like that. Now, Jones, I wouldn't speak too soon. You haven't seen me angry yet. And I hope I never do, Chief. That's the spirit. And Ace, now that you're done with your investigation, I need to speak with you. Alright, guys, let's head on to the additional investigation. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. Alright, guys. And yes, Powell is super lenient. Like, crazy lenient. Yeah, 8 years for bashing someone in with a bat and trying to hide the body. That wouldn't work in the States, generally. Bow tie, elephant, jelly. Jelly, there's jelly. Where's the bow tie, bow tie, bow tie? There it is. Hey, it didn't even look like he hit him in the face. It looked like he hit him in the stomach. Anyways, guys, we're going to do the additional investigation. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back playing the additional investigation, Demons Among Us. Oh, cool. Good job solving the murder and flood of Maple Heights, Ace. We can now focus on the mayor's concerns of mystery fish that have apparently been invading the district. I've requested all available information on the fish, but I'm just getting panicked accounts that don't provide a clear picture. Secret Agent Ace, help me, it's awful. I need to talk to you about that fish right now. Well, Ace, I'll call this lead. Please take Gloria and go talk to Miss Velez. Wait, before we go, Ace, remember that cult member? The one who turned out to be working for Dreamlife and told Satellite in the forest isn't actually a satellite? Yes, we definitely need to follow up on that. All we know about the satellite is what the news report told us from what fell a year ago. Well, Zoe had the idea to contact one of her old friends, Louis Leroy, the reporter who filmed the whole thing at the time. Excellent. Well, Ace, go talk to Louis and go see Miss Velez with Gloria. Whoa, Demons Among Us. Nice. That is a sweet, sweet picture. So, Miss Velez, what do you have to tell us about the mystery fish invading Maple Heights? Well, I saw some in my garden. Well, at least I thought it was them. They were weird and ugly, and I want them gone. This is exactly the opportunity we were hoping for. We'll check for other team members and set a trap for your garden. Well, don't just buy any old trap, Secret Agent. Take this. I want the best money can buy. Hey, so what's this I hear about you setting up a trap for a mystery fish? Apparently some fish swam into Lola's garden. We're about to go check the trap. Why? Why does it happen? I'm quite interested in marine biology. I studied for a while back in Monaco during my romance with... Well, it's not important. What I mean to say, I'd like to come with you to look at the fish. Wow, Martine, you've led such an interesting life. And yes, feel free to come along and go check the fish trap. Ooh. Was she dating someone that we know? Secret James, let me start by saying how glad I am that you found Zoe safe and sound. You and me both, Mr. Leroux. But we're here to talk about the footage you took in the photos a year ago of the crash. Oh yeah, the satellite, the biggest story of my career. Can you tell us what happened that day? I was on my evening walk when there was a light streaking through the sky, and obviously I took it on camera and ran to where it landed. When I arrived, people in science suits were already sealing off the area. Dreamlife was saying their satellite had malfunctioned, and they didn't let anyone come too close. Did you actually see the satellite? Well, no, but Dreamlife took charge of the situation. I saw them talking to city officials, and they promised to contain the radiation and construct a dome. Why are you asking all these questions, Secret Agent Ace? Do you think there's more to the satellite story? Well, no, of course not. Just checking routine details. Speaking of, do you have any footage from that day? Surely there's more to it. Oh yeah, Zoe mentioned you might want to see it. Dreamlife demanded I give them the uncut footage for security reasons, but I do still have some from the audio tapes from my interviews. I slipped on the way here and it fell out of my pocket. It could be by the West Bridge. I can't tell you exactly where it was. Alright, well I guess that's something. Thank you, Mr. Leroux. Secret Agent Ace and I will have a look at the bridge. Piranhas, piranhas, piranhas. I didn't expect this place to be this muddy. How did the fish even survive in this? Well, I have no idea. Well, let's hope the trap caught one. Watch your fingers when you search it, Ace. It's such a cool picture. Yeah, we have no idea what crashed. It's getting a little interesting, though, for sure. Broken cassette tape. $10,000 views on Twitch. Nice. That's pretty good. Ace, that must be the Rose tape with all his interviews, but it's broken. Come on, we must restore it. Oh, what if it is Randolph coming back? That'd be cool. Oh, snap. Ace, we got a fish. The trap worked. Well, I don't recognize the species, which means this is our mystery fish. Well, it's pretty menacing for such a small creature. Size doesn't always matter, Gloria. Ace, it's been a pleasure to examine the fish for you. Great. Great. Managed to restore the tape with Louis LaRose's interviews from the day of the so-called satellite crash. Quick, Ace, let's send it to Kathy. Alright guys, I am going to see you guys later. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright guys, so I am going to be recording the rest of this later. Actually, no we're not, because that's only 18 cash. We'll do that. Kathy, what were you able to find from Louis LaRose audio tape of Dreamlife satellite crash? Well, for starters, there was a lot of static noise. Listening to a once broken tape was very unpleasant. But even when I managed to fix it, I still couldn't quite understand all the space techno babble. It isn't my forte. So I invited an expert on the subject, Amir's boyfriend, Ace. Jasper is an astrophysicist, if you remember. Well, great. Glad to have you on board, Jasper. I gotta say, Ace, what I heard on the tape was pretty alarming. The interviews themselves were harmless. They were just LaRoe asking about the satellite crash and Dreamlife experts giving standard answers. But the audio picked up a background conversation between two Dreamlife employees who had no idea they were being recorded. And the terms they were using about whatever fell in the forest couldn't refer to a satellite. No satellite has a naturally generating meson flow-pow field. They were clearly saying that they wanted to hide whatever fell before anyone could get a glimpse of it. Wait, what? So it's true? What crashed in the forest is not a satellite? So what is Dreamlife hiding? No clue. It could be any space debris or some kind of science experiment. In any case, I doubt they will be willing to discuss it with us. Well, Ace is right. Since Grayson's the one who spilled the beans about the satellite not being a satellite, we need to press him for more info. Ace, I can already see my name in the scientific journals as the sexiest author to write an in-depth article on a new fish species. So what did you find out? Is it as dangerous as it looks? Well, the fish obviously have a sharp set of teeth, and they're omnivorous, meaning they'll eat flesh as well as plants. But going by this specimen, their testosterone levels are low, indicating a lack of aggression. So they'll bite, but only if provoked. Is that it? Can we tell the mayor that there's no need to worry then? Not so fast, Ace. I haven't told you my main discovery. The gills of these fish display a lack of evolution to increasingly acidic waters, meaning that this is an ancient species. And having done the phylogenetic analysis of DNA sequence, I can tell you they can only be a native to Zerda. Wow, so you're saying this fish is from the ancient city that got unearthed by the earthquake? Well, that's freaky. They must have survived in one of those underground cisterns all these centuries, then gotten into Maple Heights after Zerda resurfaced again. Wow, then it's clear what needs to happen next. We must have a talk with an expert on Zerda, and Ray Parker, the chief's husband, immediately comes to mind. Great, let's find our expert right away, Ace. What? That's cool. That's really cool. Well, welcome to my cell of solitude, Secret Agent Ace. What can I do for you? We looked in the satellite issue you mentioned. It seems like you were telling the truth and now what crashed in the forest is in the satellite. So what is it? As you follow the breadcrumb trail I left you. Of course I hold the answer to your question, but you know how life is. You don't get something for nothing. What do you want then? Well, I know you won't give me immunity for all my crimes, but I'll settle for significantly better incarceration conditions. And I do mean significantly, Secret Agent Ace. Alright, fine. What can you tell us? I don't actually have the proof on me, obviously. I hid it in the bridge. I'm sure you won't have any trouble seeing through its disguise. Well, don't worry about us, Grayson. Secret Agent Ace, why don't we enjoy a good snack on our way to the bridge while this criminal enjoys his prison food? Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it is. Mr. Parker, I'm sure you've heard all the commotion about the fish that's been invading Maple Heights. Indeed. An overreaction, don't you think? Actually, we caught one and we determined that it's an Asian Zerdan species. Say, what? Tell me, does it have a light antenna and its skin all red, and does it have big teeth? That's the one. Do you know of it? Oh, absolutely. This is rather exciting for us Zerdan experts, but bad news for you because they're called the demon fish. Well, they did, but why? It doesn't appear to be poisonous or aggressive. Well, it's a little unclear, but the Zerdans were very afraid of it. And our records show that they had warnings against the demon fish and never went in the water if they had been spotted. Ooh la la. Okay, then we might not be in the clear where the fish is concerned. Thank you, Mr. Parker. We'll be in touch. The pleasure is all mine. Please take this as a thank you for bringing me the exciting news of the species' mystical survival. Interesting. Yeah, good call. Good call. That's why it's called Demons Among Us. Phone, handprint, flashlight, flag garland, lifesaver, silver tube. Interesting. Traffic barrier, and then mushrooms are down here. Found a fish here, take a beer as a gift. Yeah, this is a pretty funny observation. Seems like that traffic post fell during the earthquake. Ace, what'd you pick up? Oh, right, it's not a traffic post. It has a lock. It must be what Grayson used to hide his proof regarding the satellite. Let's unlock it. There we go. Not bad. Ace, Grayson's secret proof in the tube appears to be a pile of blueprints, but I can't make heads or tails of them. Grayson these blueprints to Jasper. Hopefully they're answer to what Dreamlife is hiding under the drone. Oh man, I'm gonna have to speed this up too. I'm excited. I gotta figure out what the heck this is. Ace, thanks for the blueprints, but I can now confidently say what Dreamlife is hiding in the forest. I'm glad you're able to make sense of them. What were they of? From mentions of being a structure built to contain whatever fell from the sky and the data of construction, I conclude these are partial blueprints of the dome itself. And what's hidden under it? What fell in the forest if it wasn't a satellite? Well, certain technical mentions, such as chondrites, led me to conclude that it is a meteorite. So a meteorite crashed in the forest and Dreamlife hid it from everyone and built a dome to hide it? Exactly. Clearly they did it to have an exclusive access to the meteorite, but what they're doing with it remains a mystery. I don't like the sound of this, Ace. We need to regroup and inform the others. Ace, I understand you had a rather eventful day. What have you found out? We learned that the mystery fish seen around Maple Heights is actually an ancient Zerdan species. It must have escaped from inside the Zerdan ruins when the ancient city emerged after the earthquake. That's rather odd. Ray isn't mentioning archaeologists coming across these fish. They were in some hidden cistern. How'd they even get out? Anyway, if I'm to base myself on favorite thrillers, any return of any species means chaos for the people involved. How worried should we be about this one? Well, we caught one and it doesn't seem aggressive, but the Zerdans did call it the demon fish, and we're terrified of it. Clearly, we've got a lot more to learn about this species. I'll tell the mayor what we found. Meanwhile, Chief, we investigate what Dreamlife has under their dome, and it turns out it's not a satellite, but a meteorite. And they got to the scene of the crash before anyone, as though they were prepared for it. Then they lied to everyone, fenced the area off, and built the dome. I can't imagine what Dreamlife would want with a meteorite, but it can't be anything good if they're misleading the public. Well, yeah, and if we try confronting Rosetta about it, she'll either lie or be spooked and destroy evidence. It's clear that we need to keep investigating this, but in total secret. Nobody must know that we're on to Dreamlife. I must say, Ace, between the fish and the meteorite, we have our work cut out for us. Yes. Yes, honey, yes. Yes. Alright, now, what's even better is we get to see when the next case is out, which is going to be next Thursday. I'll see you guys then. This is Pitching Gate. Over and out. Alright guys, so I'm excited about this district actually. I'm probably more excited about this district than any of the previous ones. So, that's awesome. So I will, I'll see you guys later. So see you guys later. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm super excited about this district. So I hope you guys are too. The cases will be going up pretty soon. So see you guys later. Pitching 8 over and out.